Today we're starting off in the Atocha train station. We are trying to catch the next train to Toledo. More on that in just a moment. Okay guys, so this is a 33-minute ride to Toledo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toledo.
All right guys, we made the trip over to Toledo. Here we are. That was about less than 30 minutes on the actual train. Let me give you some information on buying your ticket. If you're gonna buy your ticket, buy it directly online. If you're gonna buy it online, buy it from the Renfe website. A bunch of websites are gonna come up when you search for the ticket information, but buy it directly from them. We decided to go straight to the train station and purchase our tickets there because it's low season. There wasn't a lot of people, but in peak season, I do recommend you do that. Another thing that I learned was, if you go to the station to buy your tickets and you're gonna buy your tickets at the with the attendant, they're gonna charge you about €5 more round trip. So we ended up going to the kiosk, and that was about $5 less, or €5 less. The round trip per person was $22.20. So something to consider. And also, if you buy a round trip, it's cheaper than buying one way, because if you buy one way, it's €18 each way. So from the train station, it is a short uphill walk to the actual city center. And Toledo is the capital of the province of Toledo. It used to be Spain's capital, but it was moved to the what is now Madrid, I believe in the 1500s by the king. Anyways, it's an amazing view right here of the massive fortress that it is. It's a World UNESCO Heritage Site, or a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it has a lot of influences, Jewish, Muslim, and Christian influences, because they used to all live here together in peaceful and in harmony back in the day for a long time. Check this view out. So the Alcantara Bridge is a Roman style bridge, and it gets its name, it's derived from an Arabic word meaning bridge. It's a fun fact. Anyways, pretty cool views here of the river, and obviously we got the fortress behind us there, the city behind us. Amazing views, honestly. I'd love to come back like in the springtime. It's not too cold today, but it's better when it's warmer. I was not aware that they had escalators in here. This is crazy. Such an old place, and they built some escalators, obviously for tourism, which is pretty cool. It's a long way up walking, so once we made it to the actual entrance here, they have these escalators. You'll meet these escalators. By the way, guys, we're only gonna be here about 8 hours today. We're not spending a night or anything. It's just day trip. And we're booked to leave on the 8:25 train. Come on. So we stopped to get a little snack at San Tome. Been here since 1856. We're gonna try marzipan, but I'm trying a macaron first. This is what did you say this was? A Mandarin macaroon. Macaroon? Delicious. All right, next up is the pine nut marzipan. This is a very popular one here in Toledo. Let's try it out. What do you think, Julia, of pine nut one.
It's good, but I like pine nuts, so you can taste like the toastiness of the pine nut.
It's not too sweet or anything like that. It's good. I like it. It's a good little snack. Next up, we're gonna have their most popular one. It's the Marzipan Delicia. It looks like a little empanada. Really mushy inside.
Really sweet.
This one's really, yeah, not really sweet, but it's sweeter. By the way, what's marzipan?
So this is a pastry made out of almond flour, sugar, and
Honey.
honey.
Yeah, almonds, sugar, and honey basically is the raw, basic recipe. I just found out that this is like their 7th generation running San Tome, so they've been at this for a while. This is actually a good time to come. There's not a lot of tourists here. I can see a lot of local kids and like a lot of locals here, but not that many tourists because obviously it's January, February. But that's one of the perks of coming during this time of the year. So right behind me is Alcantara De Toledo, and it's just a stone fortification sitting at the highest point of Toledo with a beautiful view over here, the mountain or the hills, and you got a nice beautiful look out here, which I'm going to show you here real quick. So down there is where we came through. Here's the river. Just check out this nice view over here. So the way the GPS is taking us over here to the cathedral is through these narrow streets here in Toledo. It's so cool, man. This is so awesome. I really enjoy this type of stuff. Check it out. Found my last name's crest. Okay guys, so right behind me is the Catedral de Santa Maria, also known as Toledo Cathedral. But I wasn't aware that they charge you 10 euros to get in, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to go inside because I don't want to pay 10 euros to go into a church. I mean, I've been to the Vatican. I didn't have to pay to see the Vatican. But anyhow, fun fact, it's just one of the three 13th century high Gothic churches in Spain. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see the inside. So on to the next. Let's go. So we went with the Menú del Día, which costs 15 euros, and you get 2 dishes, a drink included as well. And you have water, beer, or wine to choose from, or soda as well. So for my first dish, I went with the Sopa del Día, soup of the day, and it has chorizo in it, ham, chicken, this nice tasty broth. Here's our second dish. Julie, what'd you order? Tell us a little bit about this dish.
I got the carcamusas, and it's like a traditional dish for this area, and it's served over homemade French fries.
And for me, I went with the beef steak and fries. Churrasco de ternero. Carcamusas. Let's try the famous carcamusas. I'm gonna just grab a little bite from Julie's plate. Really tender. Oh my God, so tender. This is pork, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tender pork. Really nice and tender. It's in that red tomato sauce with like peas, green peas. Delicious. Okay, vlog update. We are just walking and strolling around the streets of Toledo. We went to this place called Bar Ludeña, which has great good reviews for the traditional dish here from Toledo. It's called carcamusa, which is what Julie just had. But when we got there, it was packed, so we ended up going to this other little restaurant right like 30 seconds away, and it was all right. Like I just told you guys, it was all right. Good time. We had a nice outdoor seating area, enjoyed our lunch, and now we're just gonna walk around and keep looking at everything here in Toledo, doing sightseeing in Toledo today. Let's keep it moving. So we made our way over here to Cristo De La Luz. It's €3 to get in. You can also buy a day pass. It's a bracelet for $10. It gives you access to 7 of the sites. Since we got here so late today, we figured we weren't sure we're gonna make it on. We're not, because they close most of them at 5 p.m. anyway. So we're only gonna see as much as the time allows. So that Cristo De La Luz that we were just at is a former mosque here in Toledo. It was actually called Bab al-Mardum. So once you're here, you can pay €3 and go to the top of the tower and get a view of Toledo here. €3, check out the church down there, and then come up and check out this spectacular views up here. Honestly, it's hard to beat the view up here for $3. Check it out. It's beautiful. Check this out over here behind me. So you do have to come up the staircase. It's not too bad. Not bad at all, actually. It's just a little tight, but that's it. That was the view from up there. Nice view of Toledo. An archaeological site, Iglesia del Salvador. Let's take a quick peek. We decided not to go in there because we're running out of time, and we want to make it over to the church of Santo Tome. Alright, so we made it to Santo Tome, and right behind me is the famous painting by El Greco. So right behind me is the burial of the Count of Orgaz by El Greco, is what I was saying earlier. See right there, I'll give you guys some close-up shots. Interesting history, and all the details that go into that painting are super interesting. Too much for me to post on here or talk about on here, so I suggest you read it up if you're interested in that type of history. So in the early 20th century, the Marquis de la Vega Inclán purchased this home here, under the assumption this was his home. This is in the Jewish Quarter. However, it's not the original. It's just a recreation of his home, and they did such a great job recreating everything just to give us a good idea of how he used to live. So that was Museo del Greco. We were just walking right by it, and we weren't planning on going in, but we ended up going in. It was free to get in, and I learned a lot in there, a lot of interesting history about his paintings. But that's going to do it for that. We're going to cross over to the Mirador, try to catch a sunset. I think we might miss it because we're going to have to catch a cab over there or get some sort of ride over there in order to make it in time. But nevertheless, yeah, very interesting. Museo del Greco. Check it out, spend some time there and learn a little bit about his art and his the history behind it all. Okay guys, it's been a great experience. Unfortunately, I was wasn't organized the way I would have liked to. So a couple of tips for you guys: make sure you get here early. But then again, you know, if you watch my previous vlog, I decided to extend my stay in Spain last minute yesterday. Got home really late and just said, hey, let's get up in the morning and head out. But nevertheless, we woke up late and got here around 11:30ish. Actually, no, we got here around 12:30. So we were here from 12:30. It's already 7 p.m. We're about to catch the train back. But the ease of getting here is really, I mean, it's super accessible. 30-minute ride on the train, 22 euros round trip. Make sure you get here early enough because a lot of the sites close at 5 p.m. So keep that in mind. Also, guys, there's a wristband you can buy for 10 euros that gets you in to 7 of the sites. So that is a good deal in my opinion, especially for a short day trip. Just make sure you get here, I can't stress that enough, early enough to walk around because there's plenty of walking to do. There's plenty to see. And just take your time and travel slow. Unlike me today, we were just rushing, walking around like madmen around Toledo. You guys can't see me because we are in the middle of nowhere. You see me now? Yeah. So to add to our adventure, we didn't anticipate not being able to get a ride in a cab. We got there in a cab, but not one single cab has passed the last hour. So we're just walking. It's about a mile, a little over a mile from the lookout to the train station in the dark. A lot of fun. Spectacular views though. I hope the GoPro does it justice, but on this walk down, you actually get this awesome view of Toledo right here. And so we're just headed down that way. We got to walk all the way down. We got about 20 more minutes. You will pass through a really dark part over here, but once you get over here, it's pretty awesome. Look how close we are to the river. Right here, we're on the river. Yep.